Hello, good morning all of you, and I welcome to the very important topic that is issues on choice based credit system. Today all of you are aware of that, particularly the state of Andhra Pradesh, there are two systems, one is autonomous colleges and another one is affiliated colleges. Autonomous colleges already they have entered into the third year of CBCS system, whereas the affiliated colleges they have entered into the second year of CBCS system. So, from second year onwards there are so many issues pertaining to the fundamental courses, electives, general elective, etc., etc. And there is also at another hand there is a shortage of faculty also there. So, to discuss all the issues we have with us Dr. Srirangam Matthews from Andhra Loyola College, and he is involved in so many choice based credit system framework at MHRD, APSHE, and also involved in various universities syllabus committees also. And India is set to reap the benefits of demographic dividend with having larger working age group of population. For example, according to ILO report, that is International Labour Organization, India is said to have 160 million working population in the age group of 18 to 23 by 2020. If you compare other countries like China, it is below India, that is only 94 million population available at this age bracket, and other countries like US by 2020 the age group or age bracket is about 40 years, in Japan it is 46 years, whereas in Europe it is 47 years. If you study all these demographic characteristics, we have advantage over this, it is a demographic dividend. With this background, MHRD have introduced the CB system throughout India, and there is a scope for vertical as well as a lateral entry. Lateral mobility is also there, there is a flexibility of subjects. There is a transfer of credits also there from one institution to another institution. So, in this background there are so many issues involved. So, discuss with all these issues we have an expert from Andhra Loyola College who has involved in various committees of syllabus curriculum designing with APSHE universities including MHRD. So, good morning sir, and I welcome Dr. Srirangam Matthews to the discussion.
Good morning sir, and warm wishes to all the viewers.
Sir, good morning sir, and good wishes to you. Before going to the analysis or issues of the CB system, I will start with the very basics. What is actually a CBCS system, sir?
Choice based credit system is having two components. One is choice and second is the credits. Now, choice in terms of the different courses of study, the different programs of study and the different disciplines of study. Even in a single program, you have different choices to make in the different courses or otherwise the papers. Whereas the credits refer to the evaluation pattern. Usually we go with the marks evaluation, marks are converted into percentage and a class is being given for a particular percentage. But now we are going to move away from this marks based, percentage based evaluation to what is called as credit based percentages, credit based system. So, we have two components, one is choice for the students in what is called the subjects or the courses, and the other is the cumulative grade point average type of evaluation.
Well sir, so it is about different credits etc. Could you brief us on the features of CBCS?
The main feature of choice based credit system is semester system. Previously all the universities are following the annual pattern of examination, annual system. But now each academic year is divided into two semesters. One is the odd semesters and the other is the even semester. And each semester consists of 90 teaching days. And within the semester, even the evaluation also will have mid-semester evaluation, which is usually internal, and at the end of the semester you have semester end evaluation, which is done externally. Then second feature is said to be the course format. Previously we used to have what are called as papers, paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Though conventionally still we may follow that same typographically, this paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, but each paper is now a course. Course is an entity by itself. Maybe a paper is a part of a course, but when we say course, it is rounded off to a particular syllabus. And third is diversity in courses or the learning experiences. Now the students will have choice to choose among different types of courses, and since they are choosing different courses, they have different learning experiences. Then also there is flexibility for lateral movement. Flexibility for lateral movement means maybe you choose one particular course during one particular semester, and maybe you can go for a different type of course in the next semester. Similarly, multiple choices to students. Students are given different types of choices to choose. Then weightage to courses in the form of credits. And finally, you have the cumulative grade point average system of evaluation, which is said to be more balanced when compared to that of the marks and percentage based evaluation. And in CBCS system, the main feature is said to be the scope for higher ordered learning.
Sir, can you elaborate what is the main difference between dividing the syllabus into modules and what is the course? Can you
usually say, for example, if I take an example of history,
yeah,
maybe history of Andhra Pradesh.
okay,
Previously we used to have paper 1, history of Andhra Pradesh, from one particular period to another period, and paper 2, the same paper, history of Andhra Pradesh, paper 2. Maybe it goes with another chronology. So like that, one particular paper or the syllabus of a particular paper could be divided and be offered in 2 to 3 different papers. But now what I mean by course is that history of Andhra Pradesh will be one single entity. The entire history of Andhra Pradesh will be studied in only one single paper. That is what we mean by course. And when it comes to modules, it is entirely a different system where unitization is converted into modules. Each module, same in the same thing, or the example of history of Andhra Pradesh, maybe one module will deal with a particular pre-era, or maybe another module will be dealing with another period of study, and finally another module will be dealing with the latest or the modern history of Andhra Pradesh. So like that, the syllabus can be divided into courses. Courses are divided into units, which now we can call them as modules.
So this involves some sort of exercise while designing the curriculum. Okay, what are the main advantages of CBCS, sir?
The main advantage in choice-based credit system is there is shift in focus from teacher to student-centric education. Previously, it is all based on the syllabus is being framed by the university, by the boards of studies of the university, and it is more focused towards the teachers and teaching. But now, since choice-based credit system is being involved, there is what is called as student-centric education. That means where the different types of courses that are valuable for the employability of the student, or courses that are valuable for the entrepreneurship development of the students and skill development of the students, such type of courses will be incorporated. So definitely there is an advantage of shift in focus from teacher to student centric education. Second is the number of credits. There will be a fixed number of credits, and a student can take as many credits as they can. Supposing, say, if an art student has to take 134 credits to complete his BA program, instead of having only 134 credits, the student can also go for extra number of credits. Then a student can choose interdisciplinary, intradisciplinary, skill oriented courses as per his or her aptitude. And also education becomes broad based and at par with global standards. Broad based education system means here you have what is called not to a particular limited subject area, but you have different types of foundation courses and other skill oriented courses, which makes the education broad based. then flexibility for the student to study at different times and at different institutions to complete a particular program. Credits earned at one institution can be transferred to another institution. So there is what is called as lateral mobility of the students, can move from one institution to the other institution or even from one state to the other state.
Okay. Recently, I have encountered one practical problem, sir. One student from Nizam College from Hyderabad, he wanted to move to, he studied first year in Nizam College. He wanted to join at Loyola College at Vijayawada, that is your college. Is it possible?
With choice-based credit system, it is definitely possible, because what we look for is, maybe if he is completing first year degree program in one particular college like Nizam College, Hyderabad.
Okay.
Now he has to do that particular minimum number of assigned credits. For example, for first year, maybe if 24 credits are to be done by a student, the 24 credits that are given for the student, if he completes those 24 credits, automatically those 24 credits will be transferred to the new college where he is seeking the admission. So that way, the lateral mobility of the student can be ensured.
That means from anywhere from India within the state or other intra-state, there can be transfer.
Exactly, sir.
Okay. Okay. What are the components of CBCS which we presently implementing in our universities or colleges?
The components of CBCS include different foundation courses,
Okay.
languages, core courses, skill development, elective courses. Now, foundation courses are meant for giving a particular type of foundation which gives lot of employable skills for the students, and also on the other hand promotes entrepreneurship development and skills among the students of the BA, BSc, BCom degree programs. And these foundation courses are limited to the first 2 years, and a total number of 10 foundation courses are prescribed by the AP State Council for Higher Education. 2 foundation courses, one is Human Values and Professional Ethics, and Environmental Education will be offered in first semester. During second semester, you have Information and Communication Technology paper 1 and Communication and Soft Skills paper 2. And in the coming things, you have again ICT paper 2 and the Communication and Soft Skills paper 2. Finally, in the fourth semester, you will have 4 different foundation courses, which includes Communication Soft Skills paper 3, then you have Analytical Skills, then you have Entrepreneurship, and you have what are called as the Analytical Skills ability.
Okay, sir.
And in case of languages, the language teaching is limited to the first 3 semesters. Previously, in annual system, we have languages in first 2 years, but now under CBCS, the languages will be taught only for the first 3 semesters. And core courses, as usual, the first 2 years will have, for every semester you have 1 core paper, and in third year, that is in the 5th semester, you will have 2 papers for each subject. And these 2 papers are also elective papers. More than 1 elective will be offered to the student, and the student has to take choose the electives for paper 6, paper 7 as well as paper 8 in the 6th semester. 5th semester and 6th semesters, they are meant for electives. And because now we are in only the second year, now coming academic year, third year students will have to choose electives for 5th semester. Among 3 subjects, they can choose 1 among the 3, whereas in the 6th semester, they have to go for choosing a cluster electives. What I mean by cluster electives is paper 8 up to paper 7, we will be choosing 1 paper in each of the 3 subjects. But whereas cluster elective, paper 8, he has to go for specialization. Supposing if it is botany, zoology, chemistry, till semester 5, he will be taking all the courses in all the 3 subjects. But paper 8 in 6th semester, he has to choose either botany or zoology or chemistry. If he chooses botany, he has to take 3 papers which are in one particular skill area. In zoology, if he chooses, he has to choose one particular core area, and in that core area, he has to take 3 papers. That is one of the major change to enhance specialization and also to enhance skill in the area of the aptitude of the students.
Okay, regarding the foundation courses, sir, the UGC has given a framework, and there is slight deviation coming to the AP when APSHA was designed, and again there is a deviation from university to university. For example, Adikavan Annaya is designing separate foundation courses, and Andhra University is separate. How we can go about the streamlining of these foundation courses?
For the foundation courses, basically we have a set guidelines. See, maybe we are choosing different components among foundation courses. One component is information and communication technology. Second component will be communication and soft skills. Third component is for employability or for competitive examinations, where the student is exposed to analytical skills. Maybe for professional ethics, or maybe when he goes for further employment, he will be having what is called the human values and professional ethics, which will be helping him. And also to develop entrepreneurship development, you have a foundation course on entrepreneurship. Now, these are broad areas of the foundation courses that have been prescribed by AP State Council for Higher Education. Previously, some of the universities have went with 12 different foundation courses. Now, the foundation courses have been reduced to 10 courses. So, here maybe the broad based guidelines that have been given for the foundation courses are to be followed by the universities with slight modifications. But on the whole, the aim of foundation courses is to give some solid broad based education irrespective of this field of study.
Right, sir. Like this, there is a difference between the teaching hours for language as well as the core courses. Each university is following a separate blueprint. Can you suggest what are the teaching hours for the languages and core courses basically?
With regard to this workload pattern or the number of hours that have been assigned for the languages, previously we used to have 5 teaching hours for English and 4 teaching hours for Telugu. Now they have made a common understanding, come to a common understanding, where 4 hours of teaching are allotted per week both for English as well as for Telugu. And the other deviation is previously they are going for studying the languages for both the years, but now it is limited to 1.5 years. That is only for 3 semesters instead of the 4 semesters. So that is another major difference between our previous annual system and now the what we are running with choice-based credit system.
Okay, moving to the credits, what are exactly credits, what the credits denote? Terminology there are defined differently in some textbooks.
Credit usually describes the quantum of syllabus for various programs in terms of hours of study. And when I say credit, usually we are calculating the credits based on the number of hours of study. Now, but there is what is called as differential weightage given for different credits. When I say for languages, we give only say 3 credits, but whereas for core papers, either 4 or 5 credits are being given. Now, what is the difference is, it is nothing but the differential weightage. Now, why a student of BSc studies English is not to be proficient in English literature, but to enhance his communication skills, writing skills of the core papers with or in English. Similarly, the Telugu is not taught as a core subject for general Telugu students. But if the same credits in Telugu and English for BA Telugu or BA literature students, for them they have what is called as equal credits. So what I mean to say here is that there is differential weightage based on the weightage of a particular course in the entire program of study, the credits are being assigned. But usually the rule of thumb says 1 hour of theory is equal to 1 credit, 2 hours of practical is equal to 1 credit. But usually this is the rule of a thumb, but maybe based on the requirements of the students, based on the different types of patterns that are being followed in universities, it may change based on the different types of components like project work, assignments, theory classes, tutorial classes. When all these included, there will be some change in assigning the number of credits. But however, the number of credits cannot be more than the number of hours of study.
Okay, here one valid question is, you said that one teaching hour or one theory class gives 1 credit and 2 practical hours gives 1 credit, isn't it?
Yes.
So, there is a problem that earlier we used to conduct 3 hours practical, but nowadays some universities are stating that only 2 hours is left for practicals. Is it possible to conduct the practical hours, for example, take zoology or chemistry within the 2 hours? Earlier it is 3 hours. There is a bone of contention between institutions and institutions, some institutions following it and some institutions not following it. What is your opinion?
In fact, in various fora, while the CBCS system is being introduced in Andhra Pradesh universities, lot of several meetings have taken place, and in several of these meetings, this particular question has been raised. But the question has been validly answered by the authorities of AP State Council for Higher Education, because to study this particular problem, the AP State Council of Higher Education has constituted a committee, and the committee has recommended that the usual number of hours for a practical will be sufficient if it is maintained at 2 hours instead of 3. And in the place of this additional hour what we have lost, maybe the foundation courses are finding their place. So, maybe the syllabus is framed in such a way that the practicals are usually completed within 2 hours, but there will be certain practical difficulties definitely, maybe with reference to the physical chemistry practical, or maybe certain practicals in physics, where maybe the setting up of experiment and the completion of the experiment will be more than 3 hours. So, the same problem would have been faced even when we had 3 hours of practical, and maybe the institutions and the teachers have to do some type of homework and exercise and see that the students get the benefit out of this.
Okay, I think we have to design an innovative teaching learning program for this to evolve a solution like minimizing 2 hours, like virtual labs we can also implement on this program.
Exactly, sir. That is what I am saying, that the teachers have to be little more innovative, yes, and design the experiments in such a way that the student completes the entire experiment in within this particular 2 hours of practicals. And also, as you have rightly pointed out, virtual laboratories and simulation experiments are going to find a major place in the practical experiences of the students. Already maybe in my own college, Loyola College, physics department has simulation experiments being done. And moreover, the University Grants Commission, particularly for the zoology practicals, they said that there is no question of having what is called as live demonstrations, as well as the live dissections are to be banned. So, in those places, maybe virtual and simulation experiments, if they are taking place of the regular non-conventional, conventional type of experiments, automatically the student will have more time to what is called as duplicate that particular practical and get multiple results also.
So, you mean to say that the wet labs must be dispensed with virtual labs?
Maybe it all depends on the type of laboratory that is being taken up. Supposing if it is like physics or chemistry, meaning physics, maybe you can shift more towards simulation experiments. Okay. But if when it comes to biology or maybe to chemistry, maybe you might have to try to strike a balance between the wet labs and the virtual labs.
Okay, sir, fine. And very important issue is the SGPA and the CGPA. Many students particularly, they are confused with what is SGPA while calculating the semester grade point average and also the CGPA cumulative grade point average. Can you elaborate on this?
Before going into SGPA and CGPA, maybe we need to know certain other parameters that are involved in calculation of the grade point average. First is said to be the letter grade. Now, what is letter grade? It is an index of the performance of students in a said course. Grades are denoted by letters O, A plus, A, B plus, B, C, P and F. Now, how do you give this particular grading means? It is on a scale of 10. Maybe in a scale of 9 to 10, it will be O grade, or 8 to 9 will be A plus. So, like that we have what is called as letter grade system first. Then from the letter grade, we go for what is called as grade point. It is a numerical weight allotted to each letter grade on a 10-point scale. Supposing say, if at all if there is a numerical what is called as 10-point scale, 9 to 8, or you are converting the marks into grade points in as such. So, maybe you will have 9 grade point, 8 grade point, 7, 6, 5, 4 like that. Then ultimately you go for what is called credit point, which is the product of the grade point and number of credits offered for a particular course. It is the product of grade point and number of credits assigned for a particular course. Then we go for semester grade point average. It is a measure of performance of work done in a semester, or it is the ratio of total credit points secured by a student in various courses registered in a semester and the total course credits taken during that semester. It shall be expressed up to 2 decimal points. That is, the total grade point average in a particular semester is semester grade point average. Then coming to cumulative grade point average, it is a measure of overall cumulative performance of a student over all the semesters. The CGPA is the ratio of total credit points secured by a student in various courses in all semesters and the sum of the total credits of all courses in all the semesters. It is also expressed up to 2 decimal point places. Now, just to explain this, maybe I will show you this particular slide. Now, here these are the courses. The first column denotes the courses and the second column denotes the credits that are assigned to the courses. Supposing DSC, discipline specific course 1A, paper 1A, maybe physics, credits assigned to that particular paper is 5. Marks obtained by the student is 72. Now, first what we can do is, you can have a letter grade. Based on the marks obtained, the marks are converted into a letter grade. Maybe for the convenience sake, this letter grade can be, it can be nullified at present. But what we need to have is the grade point. 72 to 80, or what is called as 70 to 80 scale, the grade point assigned to that is 8. So, if a student gets 70 or 71 or 75 or 78 or 79, his grade point will be 8. And you have what is called as credit point. Credit point is obtained by multiplying the number of credits and the grade point. Number of credits assigned is 5 and the grade point given for 72 marks is 8. So, the credit point is said to be 40. So, likewise, 5 is the credit points assigned for paper 2. The number of marks obtained is 68, which is converted into the credit point of 7. 7 into 5 is 35. And the cumulative is 152. The ratio between this and the total number of credits in the semester, 152 divided by 21 is 7.23. This is what is called as the semester grade point average. Likewise, all the 6 semesters semester grade point average summation divided by the total number of credits assigned in all the 6 semesters gives you the cumulative grade point average.
Right, sir. In this calculation of CGPA, before that, can you explain what is CCE, that is comprehensive continuous evaluation? What are the different methodologies to follow this CCE very effectively?
CCE is comprehensive continuous evaluation, which we are also calling it as continuous internal evaluation.
CIA.
CIA.
Okay.
So, continuous internal assessment also is being done. See, what happens generally is, maybe a particular board of studies prescribes the syllabus. Maybe the same syllabus is taught by a teacher to a set of students. And the students' learning outcome is being measured at the end of the year during this external examination. So, the teacher who is teaching for the entire year maybe will not have the scope of understanding how much the student has learned or how much of the learning outcome has been met with. So, instead of having a type of year-end examination, now the continuous internal assessment has been introduced, wherein you have mid-semester examinations. Either you may have 2 mid-semester examinations or 1 mid-semester examination. So, like that, based on different universities, you have different mid-semester examinations.